me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to be a star. Yeah, pull up with a baddie in a fancy car. How to party like a rock star and play guitar like a superstar. Yeah, and I'm so tired of them playing with me. Yeah, pushing my buttons, this ain't no game to me. Yeah, ain't got time to be explaining me. Yeah, I'ma just take over the game, baby. Yeah, let me show you how to be a star. Let me show you how to go far, far. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to shine bright. Let me show you how to raise the bar, how to go large, how to take it too far. Let me show you how to show up and show out and surf the crowd. Trust me, you ain't never seen nothing like this. You ain't never been to a show like this. I'ma give you something to remember forever.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Miami Dolphins and the Las Vegas Raiders. We go from Las Vegas. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Second and long. And the pressure gets to him again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Boy, how about this to start a ball game? That's twice in a row now, Charles, that they get to him.
And how often do we talk about offenses that operate off of a script to begin games? Feels like this defense had their script together on this one. And their script said put the quarterback down and do it fast.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jalen Phillips. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. In a friendly bounce there, they will get excellent field position to start as this kicks out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. So from the 36 now, first and 10. First here in Vegas. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing.
19 tight, 19 tight.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and take it to the house for a Miami touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. This defense for the Dolphins, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably upwards of 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. They'll look to throw again. Here's back-to-back catches for Davante Adams. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Here's 2nd and 8. Over the middle, it's complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Cup 19! Cup 19!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are back within a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 13-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And
it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
13, Raiders 7.
Second and 8 coming from the 19. Here's Fields. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
A gain of 14.
Now a first down throw, Fields. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. To throw is Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Aaron Donald's secret, if there is one, to his play, his ability to contort his body in such a way that you can't get a good, clean block on it. He slides through holes and slides past blockers and makes plays just as we saw there.
And he's got to be frustrated. Bottled up for the 3rd straight play. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
2nd and 15. Smith catches left side. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
79 Broncos.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He'll look to throw. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Lutz will look to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Dolphins 20, Raiders 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Wright's got it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
That's good.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
70 Ranger.
They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
19 tight.
Back to throw here. Looking here for Smith downfield. He's got it at the 15. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we'll step aside. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Touchdown Raiders! Josh Jacobs in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And going deep for Hill. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Raiders are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the 2nd half gets started. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they're going to have poor starting field position as he's out of bounds at his 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by J.M. Brown. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Here's Jacobs. Hammer Clambering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over. Terrible.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, I think we've got evidence right now that this team's not going to be daunted at all. Just because they're backed up doesn't mean they're not going to continue to throw the football. They threw an incompletion on first down, but they came right back on second down and threw it again.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept the pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the third. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Troy Apke. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
That's caught by Waller out left side. And the Raiders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Raiders use the short field to get in for 6. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And they work this out past the 25. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Fields. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
One play action. Fields. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now Fields. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain there, and they've got a ways to go now on 3rd down. A tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. And going deep for Hill. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house. So they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
19 right. Hustle, hustle, hustle.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to him. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Devontae Adams, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders are on their way to a 13th win on the year as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they... And now here is another interception. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days. And, my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. All I can do up here is just shake my head. 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going...
And he loses the football the second time. And the Dolphins have got it. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back, and they looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost... I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change, because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job. Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now it's Fields. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here, or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
It's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 19 yards.
On first down, Fields. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On second and a long way to go. Fields. He's got a man. Complete. And he will be taken down, but a big play there as it comes just as we reach the 2-minute warning. It's a gain of 35.
First down, Miami.
Fields on first down. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Here's Fields. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And the Raiders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At that 18-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this returnable for Hill. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And it'll be Dolphin football.
They're on 31-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline is still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the Dolphins' 22-yard line.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Las Vegas, a victory in Week 18 gives them a final mark of 13 up and 4 down. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the loss means they'll finish at 11-6 overall. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You you end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look, see, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live in. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottle. Take 2 and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
You spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat go ham, no time for cold cuts. The game like big pitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent, ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist, big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, they'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe. I thank God for the payment. That's a solid foundation. When I finally make it, I'll give God all the praises. G.O.D. who conquered evil forces. I don't trust in chariots or fortresses. Yeah, I walk by faith. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
Yeah. Yeah.